Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel The Woolly Hugs, and today in this tutorial we are going to make this very cute sweater dress. This is a wildflower sweater and this tutorial is going to be in size 3 to 4 years and it has a very smart look. I'm unable to show it completely on my camera, and I made this very pretty flower. The tutorial is by Melanie, and I will leave the description link in the description box below where you can find a tutorial for this flower. So without further ado, let's get started. For this project I'm using Vardhaman Dropple. This is a category 1 super fine weight yarn, and I will be using two hook sizes. This is a 4mm and a 5mm. 4mm I'm going to use for the body and 5 for the flower. Tapestry needle, scissor, measuring tape and stitch mark. So we will first start with our back panel, and I have already worked my back panel here, but because this is in dark color and for just the instruction purpose, I will be using a similar weight yarn but in this color. So we will first be making our body, and at the end I'll make this ribbing. So this tutorial is in size 3 to 4, and for this size I had chained 58 plus 3. So right now I'm making just a sample, so I will be chaining 20 plus 3. So here I have chained 20 and I will add 3 more chains, 1, 2 and 3, and now in the third chain from the hook I will make a double crochet. So this is the first chain, second, and this is the third. I'll insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now I will be making double crochet in the next and in the next. So for row 1 we will just be making double crochets across, like so. So complete this row by making double crochets across. So this was my last double crochet, and now I'll chain 1 and turn my work, and now we will start our row 2. So I'll make a single crochet in the very first chain and single crochet in the next and in the next. So I'll single crochet in all the double crochets. On top of double crochets I will be making one single crochet across. So row 2 is very simple. You're just going to make single crochets across. And one thing I forgot to mention, I had chained 20 plus 3, so now I have 21 double crochets across by the end of row 1, and I will have 21 single crochets across. So this pattern needs odd number of stitches. Now I have completed my row 2, and now I'll chain 3 and turn my work. This chain 3 will count as my first double crochet, and now I'll double crochet in the second stitch, and now in the third stitch from a row below we will make a front post puff stitch.
So we'll yarn over, go back to this double crochet and come in the front, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we'll stretch it so that it takes the height of this stitch. Again we will yarn over, go back to this double crochet, come in the front, yarn over, pull up a loop and stretch it to match the height, and then yarn over, pull through all these stitches on the loops, leaving just one stitch on your hook, and then again yarn over and pull through both these loops. So, and now in the back you can see there is one stitch which we missed to make this front post 2 double crochet together. So we will skip that stitch, and in the next we'll again make a regular double crochet and 1 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in the next. So we made 3 double crochets now, and again we will repeat this.
We'll make a front post puff stitch in a row below
from 1 row below. So we will skip these 3. We made 3 double crochets on these, and in this 4th we will make
puff stitch.
We'll yarn over, go back, come in the front of that double crochet, yarn over, pull up the loop to match the height, again yarn over, go back, come in the front, yarn over, pull up a loop to the same height. So we have 4 loops, total 5 loops on our hook, and we will yarn over and pull through these 4 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through these 2 loops, and now again we will skip 1 stitch at the back here and make 3 double crochets.
So you will continue across repeating this 3 double crochets and then a puff stitch from a row below, then again 3 double crochet till you reach to your end. And once we reach the end, I will show you how we are going to work on the last few stitches. So I've reached the end. I'm just made a puff stitch, so I'll skip 1 stitch in the back and I will make 2 double crochets in the last 2 stitches. So it's a very beautiful pattern. It is also called falling leaves. So in few more rows you will see how beautiful it is looking. So now for the next row we will chain 1,
single crochet in the very first stitch and single crochet in all the stitches across. So the wrong side is always a row of single crochets. Please keep that in mind. So now I have completed row 4, and this is the chain 3 from previous row, so don't forget to put a single crochet on top of that. And now we will chain 3 and turn our work, and now this is the first double crochet of this row, so we'll make a double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, and a double crochet in the next. So I've chained 3, which counts as a double crochet, and I placed 3 double crochet in the next 1 double crochet in each of next 3 stitches. So total 4 double crochets I've made, and now we will skip these 3 double crochets from the row below, and in this 4th one, so if you can see, these 3 double crochets was in between these 2 falling leaves, so in the middle
we will make front post puff stitch.
We will skip 1 stitch at the back and we'll make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So we are simply repeating the pattern. It's just that we will be placing the falling leaves alternately. Now we are left with one stitch, and we'll make a double crochet in that stitch as well. And in the next row, again on the wrong side, you will always make a row of single crochets in each stitch across, and in the front right side of your work, you will be working the pattern, putting it alternately. So please repeat row number 2 to 4 and work on your back panel. And for my size 3 to 4 years, I have worked total 70 rows, 20 inches around, and then I have worked the ribbing. Already made my back panel, and please continue and make your back panel for your size. And once we are done with the back panel, I will make the front panel along with you, because there is no decrease or increase in the back panel. So you simply have to make a rectangle piece, and in the front panel we will be making a few decreases for our neckline opening. So that we are going to do together. So work on your back panel, and then I will join you back and show you how you are going to make the ribbing. If you are done making your back panel, you will simply fasten off. I'm going to show it in my sample piece only. So after fastening off, we will make the ribbing on the chains that we made earlier. So you will attach your yarn to the base of your back panel, and tie a knot, and now we will chain 10 plus 1 for the turning, and then in the second chain from the hook you'll make a single crochet, and in all the chains you will make one single crochet across, like so. So you will have 10 single crochets. Let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is my last 10. Now you will make a slip stitch in next chain here. So this, we have completed this row and joined it to the back panel, and now we will slip stitch on the next chain to start our next row and turn your work. And now you'll make a single crochet in the back loop only. So this is the front loop, and that's the back loop which is farther from you. So in the back loop only you will make a single crochet in the 10th chain from here, not on the slip stitches. And you'll make single crochet in the back loop only in all the stitches across till you reach to the last stitch. So this is my last stitch, and I'll make a regular single crochet in my last stitch, going in both the loops like so, and again chain 1, turn my work, again in row 3 we'll make a regular single crochet on the first and single crochet in the back loop in the rest of the stitches. Now we will again attach it to the back panel. So in the next stitch we'll make a slip stitch and complete this third row. To start the fourth row, we will again slip stitch in the next, turn our work.
So now we will simply be repeating row 2 and 3 for our ribbing.
This is my last, and I'll make a regular single crochet on this one and chain 1, turn my work. So this is how you're going to work your ribbing till you reach to the end of your work, and then you will simply fasten off your work. And after this we will start our back panel in the similar fashion. You will chain the number of stitches that is there for your specific size. For my size, which is 3 to 4 years, I will chain 58 plus 3 and then work a row of double crochet and then a row of single crochet on the wrong side, and then we will start our pattern. So once you're done with your back panel, it should look something like this. So it was fairly simple, we had no decreases anywhere. And now we will start working similarly on our front panel. So you will start with chaining as many numbers as given for your particular size, and then we will start working our pattern. So let's hop straight into it. So I have already started my back panel, front panel, and I chained 58 plus 3 and I made a row of double crochet for my first row, and I had total 59 double crochets for the size 3 to 4 years. And then on the wrong side I chained 1 and made a row of single crochet across. Then I chained 3 and started the pattern similarly the way that we worked on our back panels. So complete this front panel till you reach the neckline. So now I have worked my front panel, and for my size I have worked 66 rows, and now this is my 67th row, and with the right side of my work facing me I will chain 3, and now we will leave our neck opening. So I'm leaving 17 stitches, and I've put a stitch marker on the 17th stitch from both sides, and I'm leaving 6 inches of neck opening for my size. So I will now simply be working the pattern. I'll follow the pattern, but I'll be working till the stitch marker here. I just worked 1 double crochet on the next stitch and a puff on the next from a row below, and then I'll skip one stitch and make double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Again I'll make a puff in this middle double crochet from the row below. So continue working with the pattern till you reach to your stitch marker, and then we will turn our work from there. So this is row number 67 for me, and total I will be working 70 rows for this size, so I'll be working 4 rows like this. And now I have 2 stitches left, so I'll make double crochet in both stitches. This is the last stitch, 17th stitch, where my stitch marker is. Now I simply chain 1 and turn my work. And now this is row number 68, so I will simply, I've already chained 1, and I'll simply work single crochets across. I'm on my last 2 stitches of row 67. This is my chain 3 from previous row. Now again I'll chain 3 and I will simply work in the pattern 69, and now I've chained 3 and we have to alternate the puff. So in previous puff row I made the puff after 2 double crochets, so we will be making double crochets in next 3 stitches. And now puff 2 rows below in this middle double crochet, post, skip 1 stitch in the back and make double crochets in next 3. Simply following the pattern as usual, it's just that we are now working on 17 stitches. So I just made a puff here and I'm left with 4 stitches, so I will be making double crochets in all these 4 stitches. Chain 1, and this is row number 17, which is the last row, and I will simply make single crochets in all my stitches across, and then I'll fasten off. So I'm on my last stitch of row 70, and this is the 17th stitch, which is a chain 3 from row below, like so. And now I'll fasten off, leaving a long thread which will help me join the shoulders.
And now I will join my yarn where I had put my stitch marker. And I prefer to tie a knot. And this is the right side of our work, so I'll now again chain 3, and our puff is after 2 stitches from the row below, so I'll be making 1 double crochet in next 3 stitches so that I can alternate the puff. And now I will yarn over. Now we will make a puff stitch from a row below, so simply follow the pattern for this row. So just simply follow the pattern till you reach to the end, and then just chain 1 and make a row of single crochet, and then again 1 more row of these puffs, and lastly a row of single crochet before you fasten off. And this is last 4 stitches where I am making 4 double crochets. This is the end of row 67. Now I'll simply chain 1, turn my work, and I'll make single crochets across. Now I'm on row 69, and I'll simply chain 3, and because I have 4 double crochets in the row below, so I'll be making 1 double crochet in the next and the puff stitch in the next. Now double crochet in next 3 stitches after skipping 1, and simply follow the pattern. So now you will simply follow the pattern for this row, and for row 70 you will chain 1 and make a single crochet row across, and then you will fasten off, and that will be the end of our front panel. And once I'm done with this part, I will start working on the ribbing similarly the way I worked on my back panel. So to start our sleeves, we are going to make it a very simple sleeve. So it's going to be a rectangle piece without any increases or decreases, and at the end we will be making a cuff, so it will give a nice shape to the sleeves. So for my size I'm going to chain 48, so please chain according to your size, and once I've chained 48 I'll come back and then we'll start working on our sleeves. Here I have chained 48, and I will now chain 2 more, and I'll make a half double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So this is 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and I'll make half double crochet in all the chains across. So it's a very simple pattern, and the sleeve is super simple. You just need to half double crochet in all the stitches across in each and every row, and there are no increases or decreases. So for the size that I'm working on, I will work 42 rows in total, and then we'll work on the cuff. So please check how many rows you need to work for your particular size and how many chains you need to make. So once I'm done with my half double crochets on the row 1, I will have
total 48 half double crochets, like so. So I have made my 48 half double crochets. Now I'll chain 2, turn my work and make half double crochet in the very first chain, so chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, and half double crochets in each stitch across. So continue making half double crochets across, and once you reach the end, again you will chain 2, turn your work and just work on the half double crochet. So it's very easy to do. So work the number of rows required to do for your size, and once you're done, just fasten off your work. So I need to work 42 rows, and once I'm done working the 42 rows, I'll meet you back and then we will work on the cuff of our sleeves. So now I'm done with my sleeves and I worked 42 rows for my size, and now this is just a rectangle piece, there is no increase or decrease anywhere. So I will not fasten off now and I will straight away start working on the cuff. So the cuff will also be worked just as we worked for our ribbing. So just chain 11 and then make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook and across, and then slip stitch on the edge of your sleeves. So this is how your cuff is going to look, and you will work till this end and then you will fasten off, and you will make one more sleeve in a similar fashion, and then we will start on our neck ribbing. So I am now done with the sleeves, and you will make 2 of these, and once you are done with your sleeves portion, we will join the shoulders of our dress. So with the wrong side of the work facing you and the right side facing each other, we will seam the shoulders. So you can now use a tapestry needle, or you can join with the help of crochet hook. So I am using my crochet hook, and I left a little bit of yarn when I fastened off, so I will be using this, and I will make single crochets to join. So you can either use a needle or a crochet hook, whichever way is comfortable for you. So I've just chained 1, and I'm going on the top loop of both the panels and just making single crochet across, and I will be working on these 17 stitches on the shoulder, and then I'll fasten off here, and then I'll go to the next side and work the 17 stitches on this side as well, and then we will start on our neck. So now I have joined the shoulders, and now with the right side of the work facing me, we will start making our turtleneck. So just join your yarn anywhere that you want. I'm joining it here where the shoulder seam is, and I prefer to make a knot. and I'll chain 1. And now I will be making single crochets all across evenly. So on the shoulders you will have to see where you would want to make the single crochets, and once you reach to the front panel you already have stitches on which you can make the single crochets. So just make single crochets all across, and once you reach your first single crochet of this row, just make a slip stitch and join. Like so. So continue across, work on the back panel and join here with a slip stitch on our first single crochet of this row. Then we will start with the neck. So now my foundation row of single crochet is complete, and I will join with a slip stitch with my first single crochet like so, and now I'll chain 21. So now I have chained 21, and I'll single crochet in the second chain from the hook and single crochet across, so you will have 20 single crochets at the end of this row. So I have completed 20 single crochets, and now to join this row with the neck, I will slip stitch in the next stitch, and this is how we have connected. And now slip stitch in the next to start the next row like so, and I'll turn my work, and now single crochet in the back loop only in 19 stitches, and you'll make a regular single crochet on the 20th one, which is your last single crochet. So this is my last single crochet, and I'll make a regular single crochet in the last stitch. Again I'll chain 1, turn my work and go back, but I'll make a regular single crochet in the first one and single crochet in the back loop only in all the 19 stitches. So again I just made my last single crochet, and to connect this row I'll slip stitch on the neck, the foundation row, and then slip stitch again on the next stitch to start the next row. So continue across till you reach back to where you started, and then we will join both the ends. So now I have worked all around with my neck, and I've reached the point where I started working. So now we will be joining these both ends together, and I will be making slip stitches. So I'll just chain 1 at the point where I finished slip stitching, and I will go in the first stitch of both the ends and make a slip stitch. Don't worry about the join, because this is a turtleneck and you will anyways fold it over, and then this joining will go towards the inside in the fold. Now in the second one, so you will be slip stitching 20 stitches and then simply fasten off once you reach to the top. So now I have slip stitched my neck, and I'll just fold it like so. And now we will start joining our sleeves. So for the sleeves, again with the right side of the work facing you. If you want, you can also use stitch marker to keep the sleeves in place. So I will fold it once, and this is the point. Like so. And now again, you can either use a tapestry needle to join, or you can just slip stitch with the body of the back and the front panel. So if you just you need to turn your work, and with the wrong side of the work facing you, the yarn at any corner here, and you start slip stitching or sewing the project with the front and back panel. So now we will attach our yarn on one corner of our sleeves. Like so. And now insert your hook. And make a slip stitch going in both the sleeves and the body of your dress. And slip stitching. So it's totally up to you if you want to slip stitch or single crochet, or if you want to use a tapestry needle to join. Like so, and you will go on and join here at the shoulder seam and then towards your back panel. And once I joined this, I'll also join the other side, and then in the similar fashion we will join the sleeves up till your cuff. So once I have attached my sleeves from here till this end, I will fold over the sleeve and also join the sides till your cuff. You will do the similar on other side for the second sleeve. Once you are done attaching your sleeve to the main body, and when you have seamed the side of your sleeves, we'll join back and see how our dress is looking. So now we are done with the dress, and if you enjoyed the tutorial, please like,
subscribe and hit that bell icon for my future tutorials. Thank you so much for coming by.